Welcome to Speech Secrets. The exercises in this video specifically target the intrinsic tongue muscles. Those are the muscles that are responsible for changing the shape of the tongue. What's particular about intrinsic tongue muscles is that they arrive and insert within the tongue themselves. They don't connect to a bone. These exercises are for individuals who have oral motor deficits caused by neurologic disease like Parkinson's, stroke, traumatic brain injury, or who are recovering from head and neck cancer. Before we jump into the exercises, do me a favor, press the subscribe and like button so that I can keep making more speech therapy videos like this. We're going to do 3 different lingual exercises, 10 times each, holding each exercise for about 5 seconds. Your tongue's going to be tired after this. First, let's start with lingual elevation. Curl your tongue upwards and try to reach the tip towards your nose. Focus on curling the tip. The upward curling motion targets the superior longitudinal muscle. This is a relatively thin muscle in the tongue blade, just under the lingual mucosa where our taste buds are located. We're going to do this exercise 10 times with a 5-second hold. Ready? Begin. 1, 2,
I've got 2 strong hands and a mind of my own. Got a little piece of land
3,
and a cozy little home. Enough money to pay my bills. Got a little extra too. I woke up
4,
this morning to a whippoorwill and I got you. I got a cat named Loretta and
5, halfway there, 5 more to go.
never felt any better, and I like the way I look. Got a head full of learning,
6,
a heart that is true. Got a soul full of yearning, and I got you.
7, you should be feeling that towards the top of your tongue.
Things I have and not what I ain't got. I think about the things I'll do, not
8,
the things I'm not. And when I lay my head to rest at the end of my day, I think of reasons why I'm
9, last one,
what I say. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true.
and 10. Great job. I need a glass of water after that. You can probably guess what's coming next is lingual depression. That's moving the tongue down. This movement uses the inferior longitudinal muscle, which shortens and widens the tongue and curls it downwards. Focus on bringing your tongue tip down to your chin. 10 repetitions with a 5-second hold. Ready? Begin.
Through and through, I'm lucky, 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 lucky. I got you.
1,
I got trees in my backyard, so tall they touch the sun. I got heaven full of stars and barrels
2,
full of fun. I got Georgia O'Keeffe landscapes, oceans full of blue. I got a skillet full of pans
3,
and I got you. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through.
there's 4,
I'm lucky, 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 lucky. I got you.
5, halfway there, 6, 7,
I got a big old Porsche to sit on.
8,
Got a garden full of greens. My pickup truck, it don't quit on me. Got a dozen pair of jeans. I got a
9, last one,
got a dream in my shoe. Got a future like a rocket.
10. I hope you could feel that towards the bottom of your tongue. This last exercise is tricky, and you might need a mirror to complete it correctly so you can see what your tongue is doing. We're going to alternate the shape of our tongue between a narrow tongue to a flat tongue, and we'll hold each of those positions a few seconds before we switch. Let's aim for a 3-second hold in a narrow position, then a 3-second hold in a flat position. This works the transverse muscle, which elongates and narrows the tongue, and the vertical muscle, which flattens the tongue. For an extra challenge while you're doing this, try not to let your tongue rest against your teeth or your lips. Keep it a little bit elevated in your mouth. If you're having a hard time achieving the narrow tongue, then you can stick your tongue out a little bit to help that position. Should make it a little bit easier. A mirror is really helpful because it's hard to tell what your tongue is doing when it's in space. While I'm doing this exercise, I can't count at the same time, so watch the countdown timer. We're going to just alternate between that flat tongue and narrow tongue without stopping for 10 times. Ready? Begin.
Got a future like a rocket. I got you. I just think about the things I have and not what I ain't got. I think about the things I'll do, not the things I'll not. And when I lay my head to rest at the end of my day, I think of reasons why I'm blessed. This is what I say. Oh, I'm lucky. It's true, I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky who I got you. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky who I got you. Oh, I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky who I got you. I'm lucky, it's true. I'm lucky through and through. I'm lucky, 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 lucky you. I got you.
All right, that's 10. If you're not tired, rewind and complete another set. I dare you. Or you can check out another one of my oral motor exercise videos, like my 5-minute tongue exercise video, which targets the extrinsic tongue muscles. Thanks for watching, and be kind to yourself.